I thought this was important enough to go ahead and do an upload now because my phone is covering for my son. I wanted to copy this and put it in the descriptions. It won't let me copy it. It's doing emojis and will not let me copy it. And it's hiding the times. So if I tried to let you see what time that is transpiring before, that's going by before he's leaving the messages, my device is hiding the time that's normally there. I've stated that my device covers for crimes. See how the time is right here, but it's not right at these other locations. So, but anyway, I said, thanks, how are you? It's all right. This happened a while ago. So tonight I said, thanks, how are you doing? He said something was pretty. I'm all right, just trying to make it. I'm glad to hear it. Is everything all right? Yeah, everything's good. That's good. Are you keeping in touch with your brother and sister? He disappears for 20 minutes. Jeremiah, he says, Jeremiah, yes, but Michaela's hard to get in touch with. Then he disappears. So I'm panicking. I said, why is that? Are you there? Because he disappeared. Then when I did the description, he contacted me. She just doesn't answer the phone or messages and changes her number a lot. Okay, do you leave a message? No, usually after she doesn't answer if text, but it's been a while since I've tried. I wish you guys could stay in touch with each other. The world is pretty sick. We all need love and support. See how I just came back? 10:46. The time is 11:03. I don't know what to say. So then we got this right here. She sent me, I like this person on YouTube. And then she sent me, I asked her about it and she sent it to me. I said, thank you. How have you been? She said, good, and you? I'm fine, thanks. Are you still working at PNS? And was ignored. Armies full of people have ignored me today. And it's just, and I would be in tears. Because I'm telling you, do law enforcement, something is wrong. So I have it recorded where the other party from his name, another party from PNS Shelter, a male, called me to say nothing. I have expressed that my sister, she would call me at Terrell State Hospital when she was setting me up. And then she played like she could not hear me and hang up and play games. I go to the phone. It wasn't easy getting to that phone. And she pretended like she couldn't hear me and hang up. My children did it. I would be at the edge of my seat trying to speak with them, desperate to speak with them, panicking, and then they do the same thing. My daughter played mind games, invited me to a game out the blue. I was trying to, desperate to see her. Oh, thank you. And she played games. It never happened. She said she forgot. She gave me a picture. I was so happy. Then she said, I'm letting you borrow the picture. Well, people have said, I know that that's a pattern for me of people being bizarre, telling me that they will borrow things. There's someone that said that I could have an apple. I said, thank you. Yeah, you can borrow it. Weird. And in fact, the lady from the church that I stopped going to, she said that I can borrow this water thing. She said, yeah, I have this big water thing that I'm not using. I said, oh, I can use it. You store water in it. And I said, I can use it. And she said, okay, you can borrow it. You just said you don't need it. And then I said, I want it. And then she said, it's $5. $5 and you want someone to borrow it. I said, you could have it, if you need it. She said, no, you can borrow it. I asked the lady, I'm just really not getting clarity on how you borrow an apple. So when I realized that someone was controlling these people to be strange like this. So this same lady, I asked her about the Christian dating site because I was having trouble with POF and multiple other dating sites. She won't tell me the dating site and ignored me. Also, while that nightmare is going on, I don't like guns. Someone gave my information to this RI-15 site. My device is deliberately trying to expose my email. On purpose, I'm not doing that. What it wants is an alibi for me to keep on getting the spam email. So it's doing this, and then the satanic stuff is coming up. I didn't do this either. So my phone is trying to give an alibi for me to get spammed. But let me show you something. So I was getting all these emails and I wouldn't respond. So respond or your email gets spam. That was right before my phosphorus. I said that I was going to do this tomorrow. The other party that hung up, I'll upload that short tomorrow. But it's just bizarre. We're talking about kids you birth hanging up in your face when you tell them you're afraid for your life, family members, and you're just left to sit in it. So it used to be in the past, I would ask them questions and then they'd have to call me back. It was like they were getting permission. So I say, I want to give you this. And then multiple different parties in my family said, let me call you back. And then they said, no, I can't take it. Because I told them that I was not, they were scamming, so I couldn't work and I couldn't keep the things in my apartment. Because the government was violating me to an extreme and they weren't going to let me have anything. So if the government wasn't going to let me have anything, I wanted my family to have my belongings. So three people said that was in the central location. Three people said when I said I want you to have my things, all parties said let me call you back, and then they both returned my call and said no, I don't want it. I said when my brother put me out when I was talking to this man, it was his friend. The man was an older guy. It was his friend. Nonetheless, he found out I was talking to the guy, put me out of the guy's house because they were having a gathering at this guy's house. And the guy said, I don't drink, so and so, so and so. I said, I don't really have the lifestyle like that either. So, nonetheless, they found out that I was talking to this guy, put me out, and he put me out, like on the street out. And knowing I was in a crisis situation, no car in the country, dear. I said, I don't know why you guys are acting psycho like this. It will be your last time, I promise you, ever treating me like this. So then he talks to the guy, gets permission for, I'm witnessing all this, and I'm not clicking because what I'm thinking is impossible. He's asking this guy permission for me to stay in his house. When I said this will be the last time you ever do this to me, he said, oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on now. So then he goes to go talk to this guy and he says, go ahead and go in the house. But then there was the lights had got cut off there and at my aunt's house. And my lights got cut off when my abuser was mad. I'm witnessing my aunt say multiple different times, have you paid the light bill to these gang stalkers that live with her? Because they would do weird things. I know that they were gang stalkers. They all started arguments and tried to set me up, blatantly lied on me as alibis to start arguments. They'd ask to borrow my phone. I have my camera covered. They take the paper off. And then I realized they did it, and then I have to cover it again. So then one day he took off the paper and then hid the tape. So I couldn't cover it. You just can't report this, but anyone doing law enforcement would see that there's something wrong with my life. Nonetheless, this is what's going on. It's late, so I'm done.